He's
Don't,
one of my
yeah,
fault.
let's not move your mouth.
Yeah.
Let's not do that.
Remember that show Fear Factor? Recently, Belle and I signed up for our own Fear Factor challenge of sorts, one some might consider even more uncomfortable than that. We left our cell phones, laptops, Netflix, books, every single distraction behind and embarked on a silent retreat, an increasingly popular concept that requires you to sit in complete silence for hours or even days. Could you do it? Could we do it? We recently hit the road to find out. This road trip started as so many of them do, with cups full of coffee and the car heading north.
Normally when we're going north, we are going to sit somewhere by a lake and talk literally for 12 to 15 hours straight. This will be a very different trip up north.
On this trip, we are headed to a silent retreat, which means no talking, no devices, no distractions.
So we're gonna have to get all our words out in the hour it takes us to get to Stanchfield.
It's only an hour. Oh, I don't think we can do it.
Silent retreats have been practiced for centuries, but in the last few years, they are surging in popularity. You can find silent retreat centers all over Minnesota. Some have a Christian focus, and some are more broadly spiritual, like our first stop, the Ark Retreat Center in Stanchfield.
We're on 90 acres.
Executive Director Dr. Suzanne Bejan oversees the lodge, cottage, and hermitage at Ark, where they host lots of different kinds of retreats. Some completely silent, others with stretches of silence punctuated by community meals or classes.
The goal of all of them is to walk away with an inner peace and one skill or technique to bring that peace with you wherever you go.
Definitely.
Ark regulars, Sherry, Donna, and Eric, say that sense of peace is what keeps them coming back.
All I have to do is listen to nature, and it just allows me to just sort of regroup and just empty myself, empty my mind, empty my thoughts, and just reset.
At first, they warn, you might be a little bored.
You have to sort of like be present with knowing I have nothing to do, and then accepting that, and then you start tackling those inner thoughts and emotions.
Donna, I would say people hear that and it scares them a little bit. It's hard to be alone with your thoughts.
I think it's a lifelong personal development to learn to be within yourself and silence and reflection. It's not necessarily easy to do.
So they recommend starting slow. Try it out for one day or one night, and then build up to ideally 2 nights, 3 days.
It changes your relationship with your mind. It changes your relationship with your emotions. For me, personally, it changed everything. I'm a lot more in tune with who I am and what matters most to me.
Any last words? After talking about it, it's time for Belle and me to experience it.
Welcome.
Hello! For that, we head to Isanti, to a Catholic retreat center called Pacem in Terris, Latin for peace on earth.
All the way up, it usually lights quicker.
Fabulous staff members like Jackie help each guest move into one of the 19 sparse but comfortable hermitages tucked into 240 acres of trails and woods. By 4 p.m., Belle and I are settled in and ready to retreat into silence.
Okay, here we go.
See you tomorrow.
For the next 18 hours, we listened to nature, walked the trails, read, prayed, watched the sun go down, slept, and woke to a beautiful sunrise. We reconnected at 10 the next morning, both of us refreshed, relaxed, and as we shared with Executive Director Tim Drake, reluctant to leave.
That was amazing. It really was like nothing I've ever done before.
Nothing. So beautiful, so serene. We went on separate walks at about the same time, didn't run into each other. We both saw different wildlife. I was like, oh, I have to take a picture. Oh, I have to share it with Julie. Oh, I need to share it with the Carola. And then I didn't because I couldn't. And then it was this wonderful thing that it was just for me.
I was sitting in that rocking chair looking out at the beautiful marsh and nature, and I had to keep fighting the urge to be like, well, I should get up. Well, I should get up and do. And it took a while to just go, I don't have to get up. I can just be here and feel no responsibility, and just to kind of rest in it was amazing.
I would say the majority of folks who come, speak kind of how you're speaking. I mean, God meets each of the individual hermits in a very highly individualistic way. When you open yourself up to silence and you allow that space, something's going to happen. You're going to receive some clarity, or perhaps some word or some healing. I just pray that for whatever reason it is that God calls people here, that they will receive what it is that they need, so they can take that back to their home, to their workplace, to the community, because peace is what our world needs.
Well, Belle and I both agreed we definitely want to do another silent retreat next time. We're going to stay 2 nights. If you're interested, retreats at ARC and Pacham range from around $150 to $250 a night. But both places have scholarship programs to make sure they are accessible to everyone. You can find out more information about both at care11.com.
I'm sure it impacts everybody differently, right? I'm
Yeah.
sure everybody has a different reaction, comes away with it with something different.
Because everyone walks in with
That's correct.
a different,
correct.
whatever's going on in their lives, right?
Yeah, and I thought it was interesting because several of the people we talked to said it's not for everybody. Like, you will feel a calling, you will feel a resonate, it'll resonate with you, and that means do it. But it's not necessarily for everybody. I was really nervous that I was going to just be climbing the walls and going, what time can I fall asleep? But I did not have that experience at all. I loved it. Of course, the people we met, they're so fabulous.
So beautiful.
Yeah,
Jackie.
it was wonderful.
And,
Highly
Tim.
recommend.
Yeah, and if you just want to dip your toe, you can just go for the day to ARC. And there you can do yoga, meditation, and as Julie mentioned, they're all over the state, all over Wisconsin, all over the country, all over the world. So people are doing them all over the place, and it's a good thing, that's for sure. So, and our full interviews are on care11.com, where the story lives. So if you want to see the entire interview of what we really thought with Tim, and then also with those 3 other
they had
folks,
so much more that was great to say. So a deeper dive on YouTube with longer versions of those conversations,
which are on the website.
And we did it, Randy.
I know you
didn't
did.
think we could.
You got all your talking out on the drive up.
We did. You're totally